Here in Rochester, the Marlies have a chance to go undefeated in regulation during the Royal Road Trip and have one of the most successful road trips as far as November is concerned in team history. The Marlies have been undefeated so far in regulation. The only loss that they have taken on the road trip so far is a 3-2 overtime loss against the St. John's Ice Caps on Friday of last weekend. 11-3-1 is where the Marlies sit atop the North Division. They're facing the Rochester Americans, who are 6-8 this season so far, and near the bottom of the division and looking to find a little bit of consistency. The Marlies are leading the league in goals for with 62, and the last time they were here in Rochester, they certainly proved that they could score. 8-2 was the final. The strange thing about that game, 8 goals scored, not one power play goal in that one. Certainly the Rochester Americans remember that one, a stinging defeat a few weeks ago, but this team has strung together some wins and then strung together a couple of losses in the process and find themselves at, as I say, 6-8 so far this season. For the Marlies, coming off that 9-8 win against St. John's and a crazy one on Saturday night, they are looking to get a little bit more focus and a little bit more consistency into their game, a little bit like they found with about 15 minutes left in that St. John's game when they came back from an 8-4 deficit to win 9-8 in overtime. William Nylander had the game winner in that one. For head coach Sheldon Keefe, he'd like to very much put that 9-8 victory behind the Toronto Marlies and concentrate on the here and now and being a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, I think you turn the page pretty quickly. Obviously, it's a one-off, or we certainly hope it's a one-off. And games like that, you come back the next time out, and usually it ends up being a really tight, low-scoring affair. So you never really know what to expect. But we want our guys to just be focused and ready to play against a new opponent here, finishing off a long road trip. And we had a couple of real good practices this week, and hopefully we're ready to go again tonight. We're getting acquainted here with teams we're going to see quite a bit, and obviously teams we'll fight with in the standings. So every point we pick up is important. That said, we are still early going here. We're focusing quite a bit on our own team and really want to make sure we're sticking with the process and how it is we want to play and things we want to do to get better. And we've got a lot of room for improvement, which is very positive for our group because we've had success to this point. But we definitely want to see things starting to really come together and finish the job through 60 minutes.
Andrew, last time out, 8-2 a final here. The Marlies come out victorious. So you have to guess that this Rochester Americans team has that in their mind.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Anytime you lose to anybody, let alone a division rival who we played so many times this year, I'm sure it'll be fresh in their mind. And I think they kind of had a tough weekend last weekend as well, so we expect them to come out really hard tonight for sure.
You guys got to set a tone as well. Certainly when you beat a team 8-2, I guess the tone is to come back and keep that pressure up.
Yeah, for sure. Like we know we play them again on Saturday as well, so anything that happens tonight will carry into Saturday. And we got to come out like we did that game about a month ago and play well and put a lot of pucks on net and really play fast.
You've been out of the lineup. Happy to get back into it, and how's the team been doing?
Happy to get back in. Obviously being away for 7-8 games isn't fun. But to get back out here, help your team out, we are struggling a little bit. But, we just got to play on a consistent level. Us winning a game here, then losing 2 here isn't going to be good enough. And I think once we get the guys bought into the system and everybody working together, we're going to be fine, and we're going to have a good test tonight against Toronto.
The always accommodating Jerry Domingo is coming back off an injury, has him out for about 3 weeks, and happy and excited to get back into the lineup here against the Toronto Marlies, his old team. You can listen to the game, TSN 1050, marlies.ca will point you in the right direction as well in the AHL Live. The Marlies are back at home this weekend to the Ricoh Coliseum after a long time away. They face the Rochester Americans at 5 o'clock on Saturday, and then on Sunday at 3, the Binghamton Senators. Marlies.ca or 416-597-PUCK for tickets.